people don't understand the power, like how women are being seen here.
Yeah.
People look at it like, oh, no, women don't have any say, they're oppressed, but it's not true. In events, there's
so
nothing
funny.
like it's a small event or it's a bit, no.
Yeah.
It is still the same amount of effort you would put in a 10 people event. You will still put in a 15,000 billions of people event. The only thing is the capacity is bigger, but that does not mean the planning is not all the same. I met all these people because of the events that we've done. Hola. What is today? Tuesday.
Oh, God.
Your birthday is on Saturday.
Those are the best.
And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, yeah, it's a big one. It's my 50th. It's like, even amazing. It just keeps giving, doesn't it? It's like, and then he goes, oh, Queenie, it's Tuesday. It's impossible to get to. I was like, listen, honey, I don't care if we need to go to Mars to get it. I need that sign. So you move mountain, you do what you have to do. I need it. And guess what? He got it.
Wow. So what was one of your most favorite events that you've ever had in Dubai?
I would say the tech event. So we had it's a tech event that I did for the women startup. So basically women entrepreneurs, startups and stuff. It was beautiful because then you see we had tech events with men startups and stuff. So in my mind, I was thinking, we only have the men talking about tech and talking, but there's also women in tech, and it's not a lot of times you get to have like a sit down and, hear the story, how they started together.
Like spotlight.
Exactly. So I was like, you know what? I want to do like a women event, not just women in tech, but also in different industries. So I had a friend of mine, she owns the Secret Skin, Anisha Oberoi. So she's amazing. So obviously she was one of the speakers in the event. I had Yasmin. She's really good. I think she just started one of the first bathing, like a birthing hospital or something for women.
Wow.
And yeah. So it's all about, the aftercare after you have when you're pregnant, and it's like a birthing place. She's amazing. We had the lady, what's her name? She's a hairstylist, also from UK, has like really, really like good hairstyling company here in Al Quoz, and she also was in the podcast. So she told us, so we had like really amazing women. Most of them were also in tech, most of them were not in tech, but it was beautiful to have all these women from different backgrounds, different parts of the world, talking about their journey and, how they made it so far. I think
sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Were the guests only female as well, or was it a mixed audience?
It was a mix. So it was a mixed audience. Perfect. So everyone was there, but the speakers, the attention, the focus was more on women entrepreneurs, women startups. So for me, it was beautiful to have them, talking about their journey. We also had someone from the ministry, a female from the ministry. So she also talked about her journey, and, it was beautiful. And then we had the setup. Yeah, we had the setup where we had like, different vendors, and they had their booths, and people went around, they did the hair, they did the makeup, like they tried different things. But I think it was beautiful to see men. And to be honest, you won't believe it, but the number of men were more than the women that attended the event.
That's impressive.
It was impressive. So
I love that they came there to support.
100%. Wow. So as much as the speakers, the founders were mainly women, because there were like 10 beautiful women, but the attendees were more of men. So that was like, oh, wow, and you only see that here. Like, I feel like UAE has made it a place that when you look at the way they support women, it's beautiful, because it was, for me, I think that was one of the best events. I mean, I've worked in so many events, but this was like a baby, like something that I really wanted. And when we did it and the men showed up, I was like, this is
that's how it has to be.
That is not bad at all. We have men in a women event. Brilliant.
I loved seeing that, because it was mostly in Europe. I've seen like a lot of like female empowerment events. I actually organized also a conference in Austria, but still it was more like female focused, and even though they were trying to like invite men as well, but it was still like
women
still felt like it was more separated, you know. And I do see it like working better here in UAE.
It does 100% in UAE here. Like it's amazing, but people don't understand the power, like how women are being seen here. People look at it like, oh, you know, no, women don't have any say, they're oppressed, but it's not true. It's very different. And the men support the women. Like they come, they show up, they want to support, they want to listen. You know, I mean, I've been to events, I've been to like yoga and stuff. The amount of, and it's a female yoga, but like men come and it's a lot of them. So they get involved in things that had to do with women startups, women entrepreneurs, women founders. So there's nothing like, oh, it's just a women, you know, speakers. What am I going to go, you know, sit there? No. So, and that event was an event that, you know, I thought about it. I was like, why not? Let's do it. I will do this, you know. So I spoke to the team. I was like, listen, I think we should do this conference. I think it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be beautiful. And, you know, let's get people in. And the turnout was amazing, you know, and I would say it's a beautiful, I think it was more amazing to see men supporting women for me. And that for me was like a tick.
I really hope to see more of this events.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
And where did it take place?
At the In5 Tech.
In5
I invited you once for one of the tech events.
I remember.
Yeah, because then I used to be the event manager for the community, the tech community startup. So
they're still doing the pitching events, right?
Yes, they still do it every Fridays. It's just I got so busy, and got other things.
You were super busy. I am. Whenever I meet you, a million projects.
I swear, I feel like I'm running from pillar to post all the time. But then again, my excitement is events. My passion is events. So even if it's a baby shower or if so, I mean, my friend called me the other day, Queenie, I need you to organize my baby shower. I was like, yep. Where are we doing it? I was like, on it. Where are we doing it? What you need? Wait, let me get my pen and paper. Let's start writing plans, you know? And for me, it's just the joy that someone can call me out of the blue and tell me, listen, can you plan this for me? Or can you come work on this project with me? Or can you work on this project? Why not?
I love that. Actually, I also don't mind if it's like a tiny event or a big one, or a big conference.
No.
I enjoy all of them, actually, But even though the small ones still can be as busy or
of course, it can be a 10 people event, 75 people event, 100 people event, 2,000 people event, 15,000 people event. The stress is still the same.
It's the same.
In events, there's nothing like it's a small event or it's a bit, it is still the same amount of effort you would put in a 10 people event. You will still put in a 15,000 billions of people event. The only thing is the capacity, it's bigger, but that does not mean the planning is not all the same. So we never justify, oh, it's a small event, it's fine. No, because disaster can also happen in a small event if you overlook it.
The same amount of work.
The same amount of work. There's no questions about it. It's the same.
Oh, events. You gotta love events.
Of course, we love it.
So before you mentioned In5, what is actually your most favorite venue or /venues in Dubai?
I've done events in a lot of venues. I love it. I mean, I love the Coca-Cola Arena for sure. It's one of my favorite venues. And obviously, I've done events at Nira. Nira is a private members only club, which I'm a member. So I get to have like, you know, exclusive kind of events there, be it birthday party or mini.
But it's mostly smaller events? Like
it's smaller. It's going to be smaller events. Because the space also. So I can only invite a couple of people for a couple of events. We've also done events at Commerce City, which is a bit far away. In5 Tech obviously has beautiful space also for event. So it depends. And I've done events in Hilton.
I was just going to ask you, what about hotels?
The Hilton, of course. For me, the Hilton Ballroom is always one of my favorite places.
The one in the Palm?
No, the one at the Capital City. So Hilton Ballroom. The reason is because the management, the organization, everything is just perfect. It's like they go out of the way to make sure they're very detailed. And my friend's husband is one of the managers. So for me, you know, it's about details. And if if I ask for even the bare minimum and you go out of your way to give me an answer or to without saying, oh, I cannot do this. It's about, Queenie, let's find a solution.
Yeah.
Like sometimes, you know, I'm like, I need the venue. I need this, I need that. He'll be like, okay, let me get you the information, because he's the manager for F&B. He's like, let me get you the information, but it would take some time. I'm a bit busy, but he always gets back to me, even though it's not his department.
I really appreciate that.
And I'm not taking advantage because, you know, he's a friend or my friend's husband. No, it's just because he's the closest I know, and he would always get me an answer when I need it. So I call him. I'm like, oh, I really need help. Is it possible? He's like, yes, of course. I will get the person to call you. He would always call me. Also, Hilton Canopy in Alsif, the cluster director is a very good friend of mine, and they have really beautiful, you know, venues. He's also on top of it. He used to be the marketing manager in the Hilton Capital City, but now he moved to the Canopy. So whenever I need a venue or anything, I just call him. I was like, I need a venue. Can you help me? And he's like, yes, sure. What kind of venue do you need? What is the capacity?
It's so good to know.
Yes.
That all these venue managers that you've just mentioned, that they work so well, because unfortunately, I mean, I'm not going to mention any hotel names, but sometimes it's so painful. You have this like really important client and you're trying to organize this event, but then you have this venue manager who is just not responsive. You have to chase them. Literally, WhatsApp messages or calls don't work anymore. So you literally have to drive up there and be like, I need this right now.
Of course. No, SLS Hotel also, because we've done events there.
I love that there. It's so
one of the marketing managers was a friend also. And when I say a friend, I met all these people because of the events that we've done.
Yeah.
So because of the companies and the events that we've done, I built all this relationship and contact. Because one thing in event is it feels friends. Like, exactly. It's big, but it's really small.
Yeah.
So you need to be, how would I put it? You need to be friendly, or you need to be, you know, cordial with whoever you're dealing with in the event space. The only reason anyone would answer my phone is because of how cordial I am.
Yeah.
And
they know.
You know. So when I call them up,
calling.
I know. When I call them up, no matter what they're doing, they always respond to me.
Yeah.
And same with the restaurants, same with the hotels. It doesn't matter if I have to do the event in a restaurant. I mean, I have the manager's contacts for like Sucre, Roberto's, Clap, you name it. Amazonico, I just need to call, you know, and tell them.
It's important to know this good people.
This is what is important. So if you work in events and you work with venues, also the Hapto Grand is also a very good venue. The one in JBR, really good. Also La Merida Minaseahi, the manager is also a good friend.
It's good I'm recording all of this.
Yes. No,
there's
there's so many. You just need to message me. And, you know, sometimes people call me, Queenie, can you help us? I just give the contact. Just tell them, Queenie, give you the contact. And they treat them the same way they would treat me, respectfully, you know. So it's always good to build that contact, because the whole point of the event is we need venues. We need vendors. So you need to be sure you have the right people, the right contacts.
Otherwise, it's going to be one of those disastrous events that we've
it will be because they don't care. Like I said, especially if you go to like the very, very big hotels, the big names, they don't care. You're just another number. They just give you details like, okay, it's going to cost this. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, true.
But this big hotels that I've called, for them, this is personal. This is private. This is, they want this event. It's not because they cannot get other events, but they treat every client like it's the last clients they would ever have. And for me, that's the most important thing when getting contacts in a venue. Yeah.
I completely agree.
You need that. Yeah.
Okay, so now we talked about venues.
Yes.
How about your favorite decorator?
So I have my go-to-go guy, Pluto Events. Pluto Events is one of my favorite. You know, I became really good friends with Jafar. So every time I call him, even if it's at 2 a.m, I'm like, hey,
wow,
I have an event we did an event. So I organized a birthday party for a senator. He's from like an African senator. So he called me up like on a Tuesday and he's like, Queenie, you're in Dubai now, right? I was like, oh, well, yeah. Why? What do you need? And he's like, okay, my birthday is on Saturday. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, he's inviting me, you know, because I met him when I went to Africa a couple of years ago. And, you know, we became really good friends. She's from France and my boss and my dad. So I was like, yeah, sure. Okay, great. So, and then he goes, yeah, I need you to organize my birthday. At that point, I was like, hold on. What is today? Tuesday. Oh, your birthday is on Saturday.
Those are the best.
And I'm like, what? And he goes, yeah. Yeah. And he goes, yeah, it's a big one. You know, it's my 50th. It's like, even amazing. It just keeps giving, doesn't it? It's like, so I started, you know, I didn't know if I should cry or I should laugh. And I was just,
why does it happen so often?
I know, it's like last minute. And then
it's very common though in Dubai.
100%. And I was like, wait, hang on. Why? Like, it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have 3 days to plan your event on Saturday.
No sleep again.
Yeah. And then he goes, well, yeah, you know, I hired someone to do it, but then they just started, you know, overcharging and ridiculous stuff. And for me, I'm like, you know what? And I've seen that, you know, you're in event space. I was like, just great. Sure, I would. I was like, okay, hold on. Let's make some notes. What you need? How many people attending? Where is the venue? Where do you want me to set up? Blah, blah, blah.
Queenie taking out the check.
I swear to God. Like, literally check, you know, I was just sitting at the, you know, he's talking on the phone. I'm writing down. Da, 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 da. I was like, okay, give me a couple of hours. I'll make some calls and I'll get back to you. He was like, Queenie, please. Like, you know, I was like, don't worry. You will have a birthday party. So I pick up the phone, I call Pluto, and they're like, hey, listen, we have a birthday on Saturday, and I need the big side of 50 also for the setup. And then he goes, oh, Queenie, it's Tuesday. It's impossible to get to. I was like, listen, honey, I don't care if we need to go to Mars to get in. I need that side. So you move mountain, you do what you have to do. I need it. And guess what? He got it.
Wow.
He literally messaged me. He's like, Queenie, this is impossible. I have all the other numbers, but I don't have 5. I don't have 5. I was like, build it. He was like, you need at least weeks. I was like, I don't care. Tell them to build it overnight. I will pay for it, but just build it. He was like, Queenie, this is impossible. I was like, there's nothing impossible. And I don't like that word. It's impossible. I was like, I hate that word. It's impossible. No, as far as we're breathing, everything is possible.
No,
I was like, you do it. You build it. I will pay them to work 48 hours, but you just get me that. And he goes, Queenie, you're like impossible to deal with. I was like, that's why you deal with me anyway. And he did it.
Wow.
So that one thing he did. I mean, I don't put him on too much pressure, but I did put him on pressure on this one because the pressure was on me, you know, and he got it done. So he's someone like Pluto event. It's like, for me, it's my go-to go. Like, I will call them.
Pluto event. Remember this?
Yeah. I like them because, you know, especially just ask for Jaffa. He would move mountain to get you what you want. Even if he's so busy, he always gets me what I want. Even sometimes, you know, we're in events, people call you, make inquiries. I call him, we make all the inquiries, and at the end of the day, it doesn't go through, but he still doesn't ignore my calls. Even if I call him now and I want something, whether it's going to go through or not, he will still deal with me the same way he would deal with me even if it went through. So for me,
you need those people.
He's my go-to go, I would say, so far. They're not a big name, but for me, I love his passion. I love their passion, and they deliver. So I'm happy. I stick to them all the time.
Safe.
yeah. That's safe for me. Anytime, any day, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I mean, I was chatting with him 2-3 weeks ago. So inquiry about the wedding I was telling you about. He was the one. I messaged because I was still up at 2 in the morning because my brain works better with ideas.
I don't know how you do
it. At 2 3 in the morning, I sat there. So, you know, I was like, you know, let me not forget. Let me just send a message quickly. I messaged. I didn't expect a response because I was expecting he's sleeping. When he wakes up, you know, in the morning, he messaged me back. I was like, oh, are you up? I'm sorry.
Maybe he felt the depression.
I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't expect you to, I sent it, but not for you to respond now. Like, you can respond in the morning. It was like, Habibi, it's okay. I'm up. It's fine. I can't sleep also, because I was like, oh, there goes me and you. My brain works 24/7 when it comes to plans and events.
You found someone who gets you.
I found someone who gets me. So Pluto Event Jafar, he gets me.
Yeah, good.
He's a good guy. Yeah,
thank you for spilling the beans.
100%.
That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, I have them at my beck and call, my good people.